Hello, I'm Dr. Alveda King, Director of African American Outreach with Priest for Life, and I want to combine two topics today in this video. I'm 65 years old as we are filming this, and this is also an observance of nonviolence, the time to look at International Day of Nonviolence, and also the International Day of Older Persons. So if 65 years old is old, and it may not be, I mean, it depends on how old you are. So you might think I'm old, you might not think I'm old, but I believe that this is something for baby boomers to consider especially. And the baby boomers, I'm a baby boomer. I was born in 1951. I was rescued from abortion by my granddaddy, Dr. Martin Luther King Sr., and you can find that out. You can look at my testimony, How Can the Dream Survive, at AfricanAmericanOutreach.com. But so I have lived for 65 years, and it's a wonderful life. I want to assure you of that. But I believe that being now a mature person, and also the niece of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., my dad, Reverend A.D. King, was his brother, is his brother. They just live in heaven together now with Granddaddy and many of our family members. And so I was brought up on a message of God's love, John 3:16, for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believes on him will not perish but have everlasting life. And so I was brought up with the love of God, with nonviolence, a message of peace, and I've lived 65 years. My birthday, of course, is January 22nd, but I count the years in my the months in my mother's womb as part of my age. And so every year before that birthday, I start advancing that time. But as an older person now, a person who embraces the love of God, the lordship of Jesus Christ, the comfort of the Holy Spirit, I know that nonviolence is the best way. And if we're going to be nonviolent, we're going to have to regard the sanctity of all human life. That's from conception until natural death, the babies in the womb, the sick people, the elderly people, the poor people, no matter what the skin color is. Acts 17:26, of one blood God made all people to live together on the face of the earth. And so I believe that the sanctity of life is for the elderly. It's for everybody. We can learn to live together as brothers and sisters. My uncle said we must learn to live together as brothers. And I added sisters or perish as fools. So we can live nonviolently, loving people, whether they're young or old, or whether they're rich or poor, whether, whatever the human condition happens to be. So as we observe these days and months as they go by, let's learn to love each other and love and obey God. I'm Dr. Alveda King, Director of African American Outreach with Priest for Life.